Okay, so as mentioned, don't get so, hey, I always like to joke, so eventually investing is, it's not about husband and wife, it's about girlfriends, or boyfriends or girlfriends, you can have a different ones. So basically, don't be so engrossed in options, or don't be so engrossed in Bitcoins or whatever. So yes, I actually do options. I did try a bit of Bitcoin. I do ETFs. Okay, but end of the day, be focused on your objective. Don't suddenly, oh, options is good, then sell all your income stocks to go to options. Never do that. Okay, end of the day is always about a diversified portfolio. Okay, so as mentioned, income is my main bread and butter. 70% of my money is there. Every month I will get into income stocks. It's just a matter of more or less. So for this month, these are the 2 income stocks that caught my attention. So again, not recommendations. So just for your reference. Okay, the first one is actually Hong Leong Finance. Hong Leong Finance. So obviously, one thing that caught my attention here is this, with interest rate going up. Okay, nice. Thank you so much, Stephen. Thanks for actually listening down. Okay, so with interest rate going up, so in fact, the banks, the financial institutions, I think they are going to benefit. I think they're going to benefit. And this is the reason why Hong Leong Finance actually got caught into my attention. So later I'll share with you why actually this one to me is slightly more attractive than the 3 big banks, at least at this point in time. Okay, again, probably more for the benefits of those who are joining us for the first time. Like I said, down here, I just practice what I preach. Okay, so basically in my stock analysis, I just do the same thing: business analysis, financial statement analysis, pricing analysis. So it's the same 3 steps, So don't always think that it's a complicated process. End of the day, you can see it's very repetitive. And why I want to do that is I just want to demonstrate to you is something, sorry, you can do it for yourself. Business, financial statement, pricing. So under business analysis, you can see they are basically money lenders. So Hong Leong Finance, they actually lend money. They also offer fixed deposit and savings, but mainly is to lend money. These are their specialties. They are into car loans, property loans, and at the same time, as you can see, they are also involved in some government assistance scheme. They, if I'm not wrong, they're quite strong in SME. And these are the various other loans that they can do. So I do understand their forte is probably SME. SME, but what I'm trying to demonstrate here is this, but they are also into others various kind of loans. So basically, money lender, like a bank. Of course, if you talk about DBS, all these, they do more things like investment, so on and so forth, but Hong Leong Finance is predominantly just a money lender. Okay, so that's what the business. Under financial statement analysis, let's look at the, their past income profile. They actually suffered a bit during the COVID period, as you can see. So indeed, the price actually dropped, and their dividend also dropped as well during the COVID period. But what I am seeing here is this: there is an uptick. The dividend seems to be coming back. The income seems to be coming back. And again, given that they're just money lenders, with the interest going up, it should be in their favor. I believe that the upward trend is likely to continue, at least go back to the pre-COVID levels. This is what I believe. It's a belief. Is it going to happen? No, I'm not too sure. But given that interest is going up, I think it should be in their favor. So that's for financial statement analysis. Now, for financial companies, we cannot do 6 tests. We can't do 6 tests. So the only thing, if you want, is you just look at the profit over past 5 years. So it's the past. You can look at the profit margin. Okay, the rest, you all, no point. The rest of the test doesn't work for financial companies. Okay, the reason is because if you actually go and look at their balance sheet, it's actually a bit different. Their balance sheet is actually going to be a bit different. Their financial statement is actually a bit different. So the 6 test doesn't apply to them. Now, can someone remember Can someone remember, if we don't use the 6 test, what do we look at to see the financial health of the company? No, talking about financial health now. All these PB, DCF, these are what? These are pricing analysis. Okay, when we talk about PB, DCF, we are talking about see whether the stock is it cheap or expensive. Now I'm asking whether the stock is it healthy or not. Company is healthy or not. So if I don't do the 6 tests, anyone can remember what do I look at for banks? I think we talked about it before. Anyone can remember for banks, what do we look at to see the financial health? Okay, N is quite close already. What ratio, right? Something ratio. Anyone can remember? Okay, N is thank you so much, Sabrina. Okay, wow, well done, well done. Capital adequacy ratio. Thank you so much. Yes, we can actually look at capital adequacy ratio. Okay, Laura, before I forget your question, yes, for insurance company, the 6 test also doesn't apply. So insurance company is technically a finance company. So the 6 test doesn't apply also. You can also look at this thing called the capital adequacy ratio. So unfortunately for capital adequacy ratio, you want to find a bit more, you have to look at the annual reports. If you go to stock screener, you can't really see them. So in the annual report, it says here that is 16.9%. So is 16.9% good or no good? Okay, there's an explanation here. Basically, there is a benchmark set by MAS. So of course, there's this tier 1, tier 2, whatever. But generally speaking, we look at the total, which is 10%. 10%. And 16.9%, higher than 10, so it's actually quite okay. So what is capital adequacy? So you can think of it this way, is just, okay, as you can see here, it's basically their share capital versus their loans. Okay, their share capital, the money they have versus their loans. Okay, these are the money that they lend out. This is the money that they have. Okay, so this ratio should be more than 10%, which is happening for them. So in that sense, at least in the eyes of MAS, okay, they are healthy. So of course, I trust MAS. You can choose not to, but I personally trust MAS. So I would say that they are considered financial healthy. If MAS said so, I'm actually quite comfortable. Okay, now let's talk about pricing. So business, financial statement, pricing analysis. So what actually caught my attention here is this, their price to book value is only 0.536. Extremely low. So just to give you a sense, if you look at the other 3 banks right now, okay. I hate it. They actually changed their format again. What is happening? Oh dear, they changed the screener tool again. Okay, so anyway, look at DBS. Okay, DBS, the price to book is 1.492, as you can see here. Okay. If you were to look at UOB, okay, 1.03. And if you look at OCBC, 0.981. Okay, OCBC now is 0.981. Okay, I think for those who are with me long enough, you know what this means. 0.981. And for Hong Leong Finance is 0.5. So to me, it's extremely low. Okay, very low. Then, of course, the next thing that caught my attention here is this. The dividend yield, okay, is higher than the 5-year average. And to me, 5% is actually quite good. Generally speaking, I benchmark at 4%. If you all can recall, anything above 4% is attractive to me. So 5% is quite attractive and is higher than the 5-year average. Okay, so of course, now the market is still on the downtrend. It seems like this few days the market is bad. Can it go down further? How much further can it go? Sorry, I don't have answer. But to me, like I said, you know, there's no way for me to find the answer where is the bottom of the market. I wish I know, okay, but there's no way. So what I do here is this: when I see undervalued stocks, when I see stocks that are very cheap, I think, yes, if my funds is available, I'll just take action. If my funds is available, I'll just take action. So of course, this is still the time to pace yourself. Definitely not a time to just throw all your money in at this point in time. But if you see something attractive, so low valuation, I'll put it this way, yes, I may not buy at the lowest price, but I believe that when the market recovers, I'm quite confident that it will actually go above this price. I think that is the psychology I have. Okay, and in the meantime, I'll be enjoying that 5% dividend yield. Okay, so this is my story for Hong Leong Finance. Anybody, any questions on this? And why I actually chose Hong Leong Finance? Okay, so two main reasons. One is interest rate up is going to be beneficial for its business. Number two, the valuation is actually attractive to me, given that price to book 0.5. For banks, that is super attractive to me, and dividend 5.8, which is higher than the 5-year average. Is this the lowest price? I don't know. I don't think anyone can give the answer, but I am confident that when the market goes up, it will go above this price, and meanwhile, I'll be enjoying the 5% dividend. Okay, so basically when they calculate the book value, they already consider the non-performing loans. So of course, the argument is that, you know, whether is the non-performing loan fair, but these are audited. These are audited. So far, I think the auditor has been doing a good job. I don't really hear a story of whereby, you know, the banks have what do you call that? Grossly understated their non-performing loans. So anyway, when they actually do the price to book, they already consider non-performing loans. Thanks for the question. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay, the other thing to take note now. So far, I've been tracking this counter, I think easily for 10 years. I never see it go above 1 before. I will let you know. I think the highest I saw was 0.7 plus 0.8. I have never seen this stock go above 1. Okay, so just so you all know, in fact, quite interesting. A few years back, I think 5 to 6 years back, I actually attended the AGM. I remember asking the chairman, Mr. Kwek Lek Ping, the question. So not often you can talk to some of the richest men in Singapore. I actually asked this question: how come the your valuation is so low? So he was actually quite angry. It's like I think he made some very nasty remark, saying that the market don't know how to appreciate his business or something like that. So that was actually quite experience. Quite interesting. So far, I think the highest also was 0.7 plus or 0.8. So just so you know that. Would there be any red flags? So personally, I don't think so. So end of the day, you know, it's a money company. Okay, what is their assets money? So the only worry is as per what Anne had pointed out, is that there is a lot of non-performing loans, which I don't think it's going to happen. So number one, like I said, in the annual report, they already have factored in non-performing loans. So I believe the auditor is actually doing a good job. And number two, based on the environment, I don't see a situation whereby a lot of companies going default or having problem with their loans. So I